it's a general knowledge. Views expressed, you know the rest. Come chat with DP, call me Damian Phillips, yeah. So if you see your girl's phone and it's my name DP, don't feel no way, or just the habit. Politics, politics, it doesn't matter, me I go talk. Bringing light to the lost so you will get it. DP is my name, please don't spoil it. Big up Portland, St. Thomas, Jamaica and America. Come listen my show. On the corner me I bring, come chat, voice your concerns. As I share everything, just know it's a general knowledge. Yeah, views expressed, you know the rest. Come chat with DP, call me Damian Phillips, yeah. Come listen my show. On the corner me I bring, come chat, voice your concerns. As I share everything, just know it's a general knowledge. VP is my name, please don't spoil it. Big up Portland, St. Thomas, Jamaica and America. Come listen my show. On the corner me I bring, come chat, voice your concerns. As I share everything, just know it's a general knowledge. Just know it's a general knowledge. Views expressed, you know the rest. Come chat with DP, call me Damian Phillips. Whoa, ooh yeah, Phillips. Call me Damian Phillips, yeah.
Happy New Year to each and every one. How you doing? I hope the new year starts with you guys off good. Don't know what I'm come about, right? So tonight I'm asking, and you can respond via the text or voice note for me to play in the show. Are you against the government allocating 75 million to give to churches that have been affected during Melissa?
All who never knew get with it. So if you see your girl's phone and it's my name DP, don't feel no way, adjust the habit. DP stands for Damian Phillips. All who never knew get with it. So if you see your girl's phone and it's my name DP, don't feel no way, adjust the habit. Politics, politics, it doesn't matter, me I go talk. Bringing light to the lost so you will get it. DP is my name, please don't spoil it. Big up Portland, St. Thomas, Jamaica and America. Come listen my show. On the corner me I bring, come chat, voice your concerns. As I share everything, just know it's a general knowledge. Views expressed, you know the rest.
Happy New Year to each and every one. How you doing? I hope the new year starts with you guys off good. Don't know what I'm come about, right? So tonight I'm asking, and you can respond via the text or voice note for me to play in the show. Are you against the government allocating 75 million to give to churches that have been affected during Melissa?
It's my name DP, don't feel no way, or just the habit. Politics, politics, it doesn't matter, me I go talk. Bringing light to the lost so you will get it. DP is my name, please don't spoil it. Big up Portland, St. Thomas, Jamaica and America. Come listen my show. On the corner me I bring, bring, come chat, voice your concerns. As I share everything, just know it's a general knowledge. Yeah, views expressed, you know the rest. Come chat with DP, call me Damian Phillips. Yeah, come listen my show. On the economy I bring, come chat, voice your concerns. As I share everything, just know it's a general knowledge. VP is my name, please don't spoil it. Big up Portland, St. Thomas, Jamaica and America, come listen my show. On the economy I bring, come chat, voice your concerns. As I share everything, just know it's a general knowledge. Just know it's a general knowledge. Views expressed, you know the rest. Come chat with DP. Call me Damian Phillips. Whoa, ooh yeah, Phillips. Call me Damian Phillips. Yeah. Yeah, DP stands for Damian Phillips. Mm. All who never knew get with it. So if you see your girl's phone and is my name DP, don't feel no way. Adjust the habit.
Let me say good evening.
DP stands for Damian Phillips.
For logging
all
on.
who never knew get with it. So if you see your girl's phone and is my name DP, don't feel no way.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. And thanks for joining me. My name is Damian Phillips, and I'm here again. It's 8 minutes past the hour of 9 o'clock. We're live. Make sure I check before me. We're live on YouTube. Yeah, we're up on the tube. And we're live on Vibes Corner Radio. Big up yourself, Vibes Corner. And we are live on TikTok. Big up yourself, TikTok. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Um, so it's the first show for the year. I was planning on taking a break, but realized a break is not necessary because, in a sense, a new year is just another day. There's marker that we use to say stuff. For example, there are people looking forward to their birthday celebration and all of that. But life goes on. Like you woke up, for some of you, you had some problems in 2025. And when it switch over to 2026, problem them switch over with Uno. Some people have bills. The bills them not gonna away. Some people have medical condition them not gonna away. So for some people, it's just another day. So kind of go to Boomer and say, yo, it don't really make no sense. I have nothing to do because I don't work on Mondays. Um, so might as well. So we're here, and I kicked this off last week on TikTok, and it has been the talking point. It dominated all of the talk shows um, for the entire week last week. So I decided to take it to YouTube. So this is going to feel like a redo for my TikTok viewers because we flesh it out fully. Was it Monday or Tuesday? I don't remember. Sometime last week. Time I fly so fast. So let me tell you exactly what we're talking about. The government has allocated $75 million to assist with churches, synagogue, mosque, temple, faith-based organization, right? And I thought, okay, yeah, that was a brilliant thing to do. Yeah, we can move forward. Only thing for here, people start talk about this thing like this is the worst thing ever. Yeah, it actually took precedence over the unaliving rate or number. So for 31 years, this is the first we have witnessed, we have seen for those of us who were born before, we're older than 31. Um, Something that most Jamaicans who are concerned about our country thought that it's wishful thinking. I can recall, and I said, I'm going to dig up some talk show and vloggers and these kind of people. I'm going to dig up them making fun of the prime minister when he said that, yeah, we'll be able to sleep with our windows and doors open. So today, that is a reality for a lot of people, right? 400 and sorry, but I have to start talking TikTok language. So anybody believes a dictator still not about lie them I tell. You have to talk TikTok friendly, have TikTok friendly conversations, right? So there are some of us who was of the opinion that will never, ever, 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 ever witness under 1,000 a year. And I have some stats I'm going to share with you because I'm not just talking from the top of my head here. It's actually well documented. I remember the first time I heard Minister Matthew Samuda said that we have unalived for the last 30 something years. We have unalived enough people that could fill our national stadium. And if I'm not mistaken, the stadium capacity is about 30,000, 30, 35. Somebody can update me on that. I'm trying to go off memory here. So if you have the accurate figure, please just drop it in the chat. All right? And please like, subscribe, tap up your screen, all of this stuff them will go with getting it out there so more people can be a part of the show. And for my monitors, that's people who they will never comment, they will never share the link or none of that. They're just here to hear what me I go say, and so they can go report me. Big up Simone. Yeah. For those people, big up yourself. The For You page, watchers, big up on yourself. Everybody big up on yourself. So when I heard Matthew Samuda said it, I'm like, that is a lot of people. So again, if you have the accurate number, you can share. Just drop it in the comment section. And there are people who decide that that should be the norm. We should get used to that. So we can see when the Prime Minister wrote to the Governor General asking him to declare some states of emergencies, or it's states of emergency. Yep. States of emergency. They said no. And they tried to do this fear mongering, saying that we have become a police state or we are going to become a police state and dictatorship. And all of that goes with trying to support, my words, criminal and criminality. So
The Prime Minister stated several times that if they have gotten what the security forces had requested to have at least 5 years of state of emergency, a year like today, a day like today, we would be celebrating less than 300 unaliving. And for those of who not get the terms that unalive, figure it out or go search it. Google it. Right? There are people who, you have the naysayers, they don't believe in it. And I remember a former army man, also a former minister of security, 3 years ago, when we were reporting, I think it was an 8% decline in unaliving, he was saying that no, we should not be rejoicing about this, or we shouldn't be praising this, because this can just be a fluke, can just be a one-off. We should watch at least a 3 year trend. Can I tell you that for the last 4 years, we have been seeing declines? So, like I say, 3 years ago, it was 8.5%. 2 years ago, so it's coming from 2023, because remember the year just started, right? Did I say Happy New Year? If I didn't, please accept your Happy New Year. 19 point something percent decline in 2024. And in the year of 2025, we have witnessed 42% drop. So that's now, for those who are, into the scientific, whatever you call it, data collecting or analyzing, that's now a trend. So one time they say, well, maybe it was just a fluke, 2023. Or should I go back as far as 2022? They say it's just a fluke. But we're seeing that, nope, that is not the case. So to go back to what I am talking about tonight, this $75 million figure, and as I said it a while ago, a thought came to me. Wonder if some of these people, they just come up with some talking points to derail or create this shadow to distract us from what we're supposed to be talking about. Celebrating the gains. Wonder if that is the intention. So like I say, although people talking about the unaliving and all of these things, even another figure that they want us to focus on, they want us to focus on the police doing a good job, which them same 1 years ago was saying the Andrew Ownless administration don't have a clue what they do about crime. That was the talking point. They don't know what they're doing. Although we can recall a minister of security who broke down at a friend's funeral, calling on divine intervention. That is what the minister. And I remember watching the news when they brought it, and I felt hopeless. Because I said to myself, if the minister of security, his best words was that the police are out there with, and we've tried everything and whatever, but the enemies, so that me I go call them, because now we hear, oh, they're Jamaicans and that. Yeah, they're Jamaicans. But if you decide that doing certain things is better off than having a peaceful society, then you're an enemy of the state. That's what you are. So the police is now doing their job, and tell me, say TikTok I do that foolishness this week again. Yep. So maybe I have to resort to something else. Watch it for a minute. The police is now doing their job. We saw for even the last general election, the opposition could not even attempt to run on the murder rate. They couldn't. Because, like I say, we have been seeing the trend for the last 4 years that that number has been falling. Right? They couldn't run. No ad. And like I keep on saying, because people say, me no fear, but I am fear. I am. Andrew Holness ran on the economy and the crime rate in 2025, leading up to the 20, no, not 2025, 2015, leading up to the 2020, keep on saying 2020. You have to see with me. We're talking about 10 years ago, 11 years ago. Andrew Holness ran on crime 2015. That is where the PNP got this tagline, they tag him and they keep on mocking him when he said that he want to see a Jamaica where we can sleep with our windows and door open. Yep. They troll him with that. Troll him with it. Yes, thank you very much, guys. Please like and share. Subscribe as well. Still waiting to get that, to reach that 2,000 mark. We're almost there, guys. So please invite your friends and families and associate to subscribe to my channel so I can celebrate 2,000. Yep. He ran on it. And they troll him. Now, these people, one of them came out earlier in the last year when we start celebrate and say, no, we cannot give the ruling government any praises for the dropping the number. We can't. And he said that the police should get the praise. However, these people are a set of flip-floppers because they were even cussing out the police them. I remember Shaka Fame tell me that the police are lazy. And he can guarantee if the police could have their way, they would want SOE for 12 months of the year because it's less work to do. Something else they try to drag over our eyes is to tell us that, and I don't know why my iMac is recording everything I'm saying, is to tell us that apart from the police shouldn't get any praise. And when I hear Peter Bunting say that, I was taken aback. I know I jump over something a while ago. Let me go back. When Peter Bunting say we shouldn't give the police, we shouldn't give the government any praise. I said, what? Make that make sense. Because they were saying the government don't even have a crime plan. The government don't have a crime plan. Government don't know what they might do. Them can't manage the job. So back to my friend Shaka Fame, him tell me, him say, the police would prefer to have state of emergency right round the clock. right round the clock because it's easier. So something else that they were trying to drag the whole over our eyes is to say the SOEs weren't working. That's another lie that they tried to tell us. And I say, okay, I'm not in Jamaica. Let me listen to what people have to say who lives in the areas that they started the SOE. Let me listen. And everybody that me hear talk about the SOE, they had high praises for the government. In fact, I have it on tape where Philip Paulwell, I don't know how the JLP didn't use that in the last election, where Philip Paulwell said that the PNP will pay dearly for not, or I should say, the lack of support. Because I think Peter Phillips had voted for Dr. Peter Phillips for the SOE. Yeah. Philip Paulwell predicted that the PNP would pay dearly. And again, I'm juxtaposing that to my own analysis. I haven't heard one person from the affected areas, the areas that they put the SOE in, complain. Not one. But it's people who live in their gated communities were out there bashing the government, and lawyers, which we need them. Can't say we don't need them. Just like how we need police, we need lawyers. And encouraging people to, you have been detained, which, let me address that because me try to be fair, There are people who have gotten compensation because they were detained for this long period of time without being charged or released, of course. And I am against that. But I remember telling Shaka Faye, me keep on asking me if I'm comfortable with flying into Jamaica and upon exiting no Donald Sangsters International, say it name? Police detain me. And I keep on, every time him bring that scenario to me, I say, listen, or him say, or even him, I say, listen, as long as you don't pass away in lockup, if you're just detained, then maybe you're even safer than the people on the outside when in those days, a town like Montego Bay, broad daylight, saw GUN activities. Now, what was the number in Montego Bay? Was it 50 something? Can you believe that? Montego Bay have not recorded 100 unaliving in a year. But back to what I have as my topic. The church is now being ostracized, if you ask me. There are people who are saying taxpayer money should not be going to the churches. And let me see if 2026 is going to bring me any luck. I want to hear from you. If you're just joining the live, let me say good evening and welcome. Happy New Year. The number is on your screen. Call me and share with me if you agree or disagree with the allocation of $75 million to our churches. So, again, me I call Shaka Fabe name. I happened to tune in on his live Saturday morning. And everybody that called in was against the allocation. Every single person, based on what I heard, because I wasn't listening to the entire show, had spoken against the allocation. And it brought me back to the live I did on TikTok last week, where I say I was questioning if Jamaica is still a Christian country. Because I never know that I would live to see Jamaicans coming out against the church. But we know the plans. Each church got that? No. It was the figure that the prime minister announced for churches, synagogue, temples, faith base is $75 million. Up to today, I saw a photograph of a church, and it was basically just a wall. Somebody is saying that 75 to help with clean up. The prime minister clearly stated that it was just a wall standing, and all the rebels just in front that wall. But when I hear the people them talk, like when they was spreading the lies that Andrew Owen is a thief, and now I hear, again, me I call Shaka Fame name. Now I hear even Shaka Fame telling people that they can't say that. How can you be accusing? He told one couple Saturdays ago that calling me that there haven't been no official body that have reported that the prime minister is a thief. Not one. So I heard a caller on radio last week stating that that is a way. But there, big up yourself. That is a way for the government to cipher off some money. So me kind of lost. Because as can to them, Andrew only is rich. And him shouldn't have so much money. All right. There must be a separation of church and state as per the Constitution. Please state that in the Constitution, because I heard Dan Jackson Miller say the separation of church and state is a USA thing. It's not a Jamaican thing. So we have our first caller. Caller, good evening. Caller, good evening. I will make sure technology is doing what it's supposed to be doing. Don't hang up. All right, that is there. Hello, hello. All right, technology a flop way. So let's do this. Hello?
Yes, I'm hearing you. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I hear you now, but me mixer nah send through the call. But yeah, I'm hearing you. Go ahead.
Yes. Good. Oh, all right. So as per the Jamaican Constitution,
Mm-hmm.
there is separation of church and state.
You mind reading it for us?
Yes.
Go ahead. We're listening.
I don't have access to it currently, but I can call you back in a few and read it for you.
We're there here until 10 o'clock.
I have the book.
Uh-huh.
Remember now, not all Jamaican goes to church. Right. I hear you. Are you there? But every Jamaican pay taxes. You cannot use the taxpayer money to build church. If you look at Jamaica under the yes, I'm here. Go ahead. So you need to listen to your phone, you know. If you listen to something else, I'm gonna get thrown off because I'm hearing pause in between. Well, your thing is not playing straight. Yeah, but are you listening to the phone that you're calling me on, or are you listening to something else? Phone. I'm listening to my phone. Yeah, cause like you're coming through as an echo. Okay, all right. I can adjust that. Still hearing the echo? To anything else? I'm listening to the phone and the phone only. You're still hearing an echo? Yes, I am hearing an echo. I don't know why you're hearing an echo, cause. But yeah, man, go ahead and develop your point. Right. So now Jamaica, as an extraction economy that was established by the Spanish under the Roman Catholic order. The Roman Catholic Church was the first transshipment point for slaves from Africa to Jamaica. Then after 1655, when they ceded power to the British, the Anglican Church became the transshipment point for slaves to Jamaica. Christianity has not served Jamaica. Christianity is the vehicle of slavery. So I don't believe my tax dollar should go towards funding, refurbishing, cleaning, rebuilding any church. Can I ask you a question? If God wanted those churches, he would have never allowed a hurricane to blow them down. Can I ask you a question? Sure. Are you okay with your tax dollar feeding criminals who have raped and murdered even babies in Jamaica, feeding them in prison and in jail? Go ahead with your question. So the question is, are you okay with your tax dollar feeding criminals and rapists who are in jail and prison? So my tax dollar is also... Well, my tax dollar is also funding criminal in government. No, man, answer it. No, man. Stick. Make we. I am answering your question. No, you're not answering the question. You're not answering the question. You're bringing. You're introducing. You're introducing something to the. Selective. Oh, so. Right. Ask the question. So let me ask again. Question. Go ahead. You stated that your tax dollar. Question? Your tax dollar should not support the church. And I'm asking you if you're okay with your tax dollar funding criminals by feeding them and providing health care and all of that in prison. Hello? Yes, I am okay. And let me tell you why I am okay with that. The church also is a hotbed of pedophilia, rape, and conmanship. And no one will go towards the church and lock it down when they find out that the pastor is a pedophile. I'm talking, you hearing me or not? I'm hearing you loud and clear. So I'm saying, I am okay with my tax dollar feeding prisoners who are serving their punishment in prison. Because the church is also a hotbed for pedophiles, conmen, and thieves. And no police go to the church and lock it down when they find out that the pastors are pedophiles. Tell me one pastor that you know is a pedophile. if you go to my profile, I publish a lot of pastors. No, man, tell me your name and hold on. Tell me your name. Tell me your name and tell me a pastor that is a pedophile. I have done that. No. I have done. I'm not here to disparage anybody individually. I have done that. No. Well, tell me one person who you know in prison who is a pedophile or a thief or a rapist. Anything else I want to leave with us, guys? You're not answering none of my questions. Why? I am not, because I'm not under your social, I'm not under your... Hello? I think it's your internet. I just realized it's a WhatsApp call. But yeah, interesting. Very interesting. So this person is alluding that we have criminals in our churches. And you realize these are the same people say you can't broad brush, you know. Let's go back to the state of emergency. They had a big problem with the government, as they call it. They used to say the government was net fishing. And we need spear fishing to combat crime. Right? So let's try this again through the system and see if we get a better connection. Hello? So the number is 614-369-8799. That's the number to call. Let me try disconnect this and connect it back and see if it will work. Hello? You're not managing your switchboard properly. You're hearing me better now? I'm hearing you, but I'm hearing a feedback. I'm hearing two different conversations. You're hearing two different conversations. All right. I'm hearing you, but there's like two different conversations at the same time. Gotcha. I'm not. It's the first I'm hearing that, so I have no idea what to do on this end. But if you can go through with it, I understand. Can you bear to go through with it or no? Hello? Yes, I'm hearing you. Yeah, I'm asking if you can actually swim through the water, because I'm not seeing. It's tough. It's tough. I'm trying. Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can go through with it. All right, let me try one more thing. Let me try put on my headset. I'm trying. That will help. All right, so I'm using my headset now. What I'm going to ask you to do, let us see if we can navigate this. You have to mute. Yeah, go to a headset. I'm using a headset now. Because I think you're going through the speak. I'm using a headset now, so I mute my speakers. All right, how are we sounding now? It's you have a problem. I'm hearing you clear. Good. And my viewers say they're hearing you clear as well. So maybe something is wrong with your system, sir. No, I'm using a phone. I don't have anything else turned on. It's just my phone. All right, so I'm hearing you clear, and my viewers said they're hearing you clear. Both of us clear. So no, man, you have a delay. You have like about a 1 minute delay. 1 minute. It can't be 1 minute. But anyway, let's not waste time on that. Talk to me. What you want to tell me, sir? All right, just repeat. Everything I said, just repeat it. All right, stop listening to yourself then and just talk to me. May I listen to you? Tell me what you want to tell me, sir. All right, so now I'm saying in Jamaica, the church have not done us any good. There's no place in Jamaica that the church have done us any good. The church did us no good, zero good. If you go through some of the most downtrodden inner city communities, one of the biggest buildings that you'll ever find is the church. And people have to step over dirty water, sewage, garbage to go to these church all the time. Go through Spanish Town, De La Vega City, go through Ensom City, wherever you go, Demsha Pen, all of these pen inside of Spanish Town and St. Catherine, go through anywhere downtown Kingston and anywhere in the environment, metropolis of St. Andrew, Montego Bay, anywhere in Jamaica you go. The church is there as one of the biggest buildings in this inner city community as a means of extraction of our resources. It extracts the wealth from the poor and the downtrodden, send it to the church hall or the church body or the church board. It does not return any form or means of productivity to the community. They don't help children to develop themselves to be better citizens. They teach them obedience, shame them about sin, and it take away their will, take away their dignity, take away their masculinity, take away their intellect. The church is not a tool or an instrument for productivity or upliftment. It is a social conditioning to make us obedient to a colonial order.
All right.
That's simple what it
Thanks
is.
for sticking to my topic. But let me ask you, would you say the same thing about our JCF, the police force? That they serve us
The
no good?
JCF was established. The JCF right now has become a manipulation of crime and state sponsors of terrorism.
Mm-hmm.
It take away our right under the Jamaican Constitution.
Okay.
We have domestic violence and domestic murder going down and police shooting going up.
All right, thank you. Next, I have two more questions for you. One, what would you say about the JLP?
The JLP have always been an instrument of oppression to the Jamaican people and a means of extraction of our resources, sending it back to our colonizers.
All
That's
right.
what the JLP have always been.
One last question. What about the PNP?
The PNP is second in command to the JLP. They are less destructive, but they're still a source of economic oppression established by our colonizers.
So if you had to choose between the JLP and the PNP, you would have chosen the PNP, correct?
No.
But you said they're less than the JLP.
Don't lead. You can't lead me with a question.
No,
I would not. I would have not choose.
No, I said if you had to choose.
Both of them should be this.
The question was
both of them should be dismantled.
My question was
if I have to choose before,
which one would you choose? I'm not leading you.
I would not choose any of them.
Or if you had to choose, you wouldn't. So tell me one thing that is good in Jamaica right now.
One thing that is good in Jamaica is the resilience of the people, their will to survive.
Okay. And where
I want you to take a place like it's the warrior spirit from the oppression that they've been through the Middle Passage, transatlantic slave trade, and surviving all these plantations, and surviving universal adult suffrage, World War I, World War II.
So you're gonna
and
do something.
All the flashback.
So you're going to do something to get us to get rid of the corrupt church and the JIP and the police force and
why is it on me? I'm nobody's messiah. Why is it me? You are the one out there pushing your social agenda. That's what you should be doing.
Gotcha. Well, so let me tell you, I am doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I applaud Andrew Holness. He's one of the best prime minister Jamaica has seen.
You're beating the colonial drum. You're only out here beating the colonial drum.
I am giving praises.
No, you're beating.
Yeah, you said that 3 times already.
Yes.
You said that 3 times. I am giving praises to the police force because we have seen for the first time in 31 years a drop of 42% in unaliving. I'm giving praises.
Yes, no. You have seen a drop of 42% in domestic murder, but you have also seen a spike in 100% police murder.
So the police has become state sponsors murderer.
It's 65%, sir, not 100%.
Well, that is still state sponsors murderer. Okay. They are paid to murder the people they're here to serve and protect.
Good. So you think those 300 people they're innocent and we shouldn't do nothing to them? They should.
I did not say anybody is innocent. No. And the Constitution does not say. It says that you are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law by a just judge, lawful judge. That's what it says.
You have ever
so
been,
the police is not judge, jury, annex.
You ever been shot at? I heard that, and I know these talking points. You ever been shot at or held up with a gun?
Of course, I served I've served 3 tours in Afghanistan.
Oh, that
Iraq.
mean
I have been shot at. I've been shot at, been blown up.
So that mean which country you serve for? USA?
Definitely.
Okay. And why
born and raised in Jamaica, and I serve in the U.S. Army.
So why are you in Jamaica?
Because I was born here. This is where the slave ship dropped off my ancestors.
No, but you end up being in the great land that even Venezuelans were running away from. And so why you give up the milk and honey to go back to a corrupt government, police force, church?
I did not give up any milk and honey to go back. I was born and raised in Jamaica. I have heritage here. I don't go back. There's no place that I go back. I go back and forth.
Or is it that you were sent to Jamaica beyond your will and powers?
I cannot be sent to Jamaica beyond my will. You see, this is the prejudice that you little idiots
Sir,
come up with.
I'm just asking. You see, now you come on my platform and call me an idiot.
You're not asking. No, you're making presumptions.
No, that was a question, sir. It was a question. The question was,
right.
why did you give up milk and honey to go back to a corrupt?
I did not, and I have not, and I will not.
And that's why I ask you, sir.
I did not, will not, and have not.
Were you voluntarily repatriated to Jamaica? Involuntary.
I have not repatriated.
What did you do?
I have not repatriated. I have a big property here in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
Huge. Yes.
So you're answering the first question was, why is it that you're in Jamaica? Just because you have heritage?
Yes, I have property here.
Gotcha. Well, trust me, I think this needs some questioning because
hold on. Why are you not in Jamaica?
My viewers are asking, why are you yelling?
No. And I'm asking you, why are you not in Jamaica? Why?
How am I knocking Jamaica? You're the one knocking
Jamaica.
Jamaica.
Is such a if Jamaica is such a good place, why are you not in Jamaica?
Oh, why am I not in Jamaica? Because I'm building wealth to return, sir, just like you did.
No, you're an economic refugee. Now we're under prosperity government. You should be back here sopping up some of the prosperity.
No, man. So we're doing the work. For example, like I said, for the last 10 years, we have been unaliving over 1,000 people. And now we're seeing a trend going down for the last 3 years. Last year, 2025, we record a 42% decline in unaliving. So the work is being done.
Hold on. So, which is good. Listen to what I'm saying. You will reap the benefit of this when Jamaica becomes like Haiti. It is the same thing Papa Doc did and Baby Doc did, and it's the same thing every dictator does.
That is your wish for Jamaica to be. So that is your wish for Jamaica to be like Haiti?
It's not my wish. No. It's not my wish. It's the government's wish.
So why are you calling down that on our country? You're seeing 4 years decline.
I'm not the one who telling you to unalive. Have I ever tell you to unalive? No, you're the one who's praising the unalivers.
Which year did you go back to Jamaica?
Which year?
Yes.
I'm always in Jamaica. Every year I'm in Jamaica.
So which year? What are
the only time I'm not in Jamaica is
which year you serve in Afghanistan?
The last time I was in Afghanistan, last time I was overseas was 2023, 2024.
That's when you serve in Afghanistan?
That's the last time I was deployed in the Middle East.
2023, 2024. Okay.
Yes.
So you were living in Jamaica and still a member of an armed force in America?
I was never, no. I have never lived in Jamaica for over 26 years.
All right, so let me go back to my original question.
So I'm always in Jamaica. When I'm not deployed and I'm not at my home in the United States, I come to my property in Jamaica.
So you're saying you've always lived in Jamaica and America?
Yes, I go
Okay.
always back and forth.
Gotcha.
Always.
And you
All the time.
and you just and you still do it now, or you permanently based in Jamaica?
I will never permanently be in Jamaica, ever.
So what is the purpose of being in Jamaica?
There's no hospital. What?
What is the purpose of being in Jamaica?
What was the question? Because I have property here.
That's the only reason. So why
don't you never?
You should, no man. Beg you sell me a land, cause I need.
I wouldn't. Hell no, no. You have to go find that. This is family heritage.
What?
My ancestors came.
Thanks,
No.
Thanks for calling. Happy New Year. Is
grandfather.
there anything else you want to leave with us on a serious note? Because I really enjoy this call, but I need to.
On a serious note, my great grandfather came from Germany over 160 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where he established his bloodline. And I will continue this bloodline.
Make sure you're.
And I don't care who is in power.
Make sure you follow me on TikTok. You hear? I want to have some more conversation with you.
I will never be brainwashed, though.
Yeah, man.
I will never sing the praises of any oppressor.
That's not my intention to brainwash you. What you calling him? Gaja Estate. You see, you have to learn to read. If you look up, it's Gager. That's a German name. So I need to learn to read German. That's why you say I just pronounce what I see.
No. And English. That's the English.
So how you pronounce it? So
the German spelling. The German spelling is Geiger. The English spelling is Gager.
So how you pronounce it?
I have to learn to read.
No, man, teach me.
I can't debate. No. That's what the public education system is here to do.
You see, it's people like you that cause Jamaica to be in a state it's in right now.
No.
Because you have the wealth of knowledge of everything. You come and you're bashing the government, you're bashing the police force, you're stating all kind of.
I'm 100% sure.
You state all kind of accusation. And now I'm asking you, it's your name, and I'm asking you, oh, you pronounce that, and you're telling me that I need to go to the public system. I've never seen that before. I don't speak German. So yes, I agree. So educate me now. Educate me now. How do you pronounce your name, sir?
So you should seek education first before you go out and start spreading propaganda on social media. How about that?
Okay, so I won't even go no further with you because, like I say, you're part of the problem we have in Jamaica right now. Same to you, sir. So these are the kind of people that, and I used to say they're outside of Jamaica, but they're in. I scanned to him, and I believe him because the 876 number came up on my phone. According to him, there's nothing good going on in Jamaica. The only thing that is going on good is the resilience of the people. And he served, and I don't want to read. It's up on the screen. It is showing what people think of you, sir. But again, like I'm saying, people like that, they're not helping Jamaica in nowhere, case nor form. Yes, and you see where I was going with the argument and the questioning. I don't know nobody who think that Jamaica is the worst and by choice choose to stay there and live there. And the only reason is because it's a family land and heritage and whatever. It's a family land and heritage and all of that crap. And then you think they can fool us? I know the line of argument. Comrades think like that. They'll never say nothing good about Andrew Onless or his government or the police force. Welcome, boss. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. How are you doing, man?
Ming.
You hearing me?
Yes, I am. You hearing a feedback or an echo or anything like that?
No, not right now.
Yeah, that's what. We had a caller. I don't know if you were hearing that, gentleman. Any thoughts on that?
I heard the last part, so I can't, it just kind of went haywire, but hey.
So we started with, and that is what I want to ask. Again, Happy New Year, Akeem, and welcome. My guests, my viewers have been asking for you and Blazer, which I sent Blazer the invite as well. Last week he said it was in Jamaica. But why is it that people have... No, let me ask this first. Is Jamaica still a Christian nation?
I would say that.
So why so many people are revolting? Read the announcement of the 75 million allocated for church, mosque, synagogue, faith-based temples, faith-based organization.
Um, it's just it's a new generation, and a lot of persons have moved away from a lot of the church beliefs that many of us grew up on, and a lot of persons have the mindset that the church maybe collect 10% of people's earnings, and as such they have resources to back themselves. um yeah, so I want to think that's maybe the reason why you see a heavy pushback um against churches receiving funding from central government.
And sorry, sir, I'm not trying to insult your intelligence, but you really feel like that is the reason? People just feel like, because I think that's an ignorant position for some people, because I hear the argument that the church don't pay taxes, which is a lie. Church don't pay property tax. But there are people who say the church don't pay taxes. I'm sure the church pay taxes on the JPS bill. I'm sure for those churches like myself and yours, that is always called upon in times of disaster, being it man-made or natural, they don't have that way of thinking to say, oh, and when they go and purchase even stuff at a supermarket or whatever, they pay taxes. So you really think it's just a new, as I said a while ago, a new dispensation, some younger, because I can tell you, I don't hear young people saying this. As some old man like the man who just come off a while ago the phone, talking all kind of
No, based on the comments from me that I've, because when this brought about by the first time I heard the pushback was when I saw the news, TVJ News brought a clip of Everett Warmington
mm-hmm,
speaking out against it, and the comments that I went through was pretty much what I said. That was this common sentiment that I got from it.
hmm. But again, the church and even the gentleman a while ago. By the way, let me ask you, okay, you're brighter than me. It's French. How do you pronounce Gager?
Gera.
Mm, yeah. So me say Garger or something like that a while ago. The man tell me say the school system failed me. Me have to go back to school. So
But in a day, people pronunciations varies. Somebody
no,
you have the
don't
same.
even we know that. We know that, Akeem.
No,
The
me
man
just no, me really no. Me just I said for the person that you have to be cognizant of that. Everybody have a different pronunciation for them name. Nobody now go see it and automatically pick
that
up say
is,
a
and I
German
did exactly what I
or
think was
whatever
the
it
right
is.
thing to do. You
People
as
call
your
me
name, tell
Hakim.
me how
People
to
call me
call you.
Hakim, Hakim,
All right,
all sort of different name. And
right.
at the end of the day, them
Yeah,
are never my
but
mother.
but
So
the man tell me
hey,
say me fi go learn because the school system failed me
it's
because I didn't learn
crazy.
German in school. But that's all right. But he has nothing good to say about the church. He said that the church just extract, and if you go to certain areas, but this misconception where people just loop into the church, because I even think Everett Warmington, which he came back and tried to clarify, which people still not care, because I find it interesting, Akeem, when I hear people tell me say, me no listen to nothing what want me say. Or nobody can tell me nothing about Dr. Clark, I'm an idiot. Or Andrew only, and then them come back now because it's a support them point and say, oh, listen, what me say, I me agree with him. Like me I look on you, me I laugh off of you. Because if you condemn somebody 100%, you should not have nothing, but because it go along with the narrative that they want to push. So this whole thing about the church is this and the church is that. Do you have that same or similar experience with the church, Akeem?
Um, if rephrase your question, more get it correctly, maybe
The
because
man earlier said
yeah.
all negative. Him say all grapists made up on TikTok, so I have to code it up.
Mm-hmm,
The file people them
mm-hmm,
just extract money out of the community and basically robbing from the poor and all of that. That is what the church and the Jamaica has never benefit because the whole thing about slave trade and da 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 all of that, which me know you must have heard already.
mm-hmm.
So you have that
Um,
same experience that the church is nothing good.
no. So the church operates. the church serve multiple purpose. And as somebody who really grew up in the church, practically 7 days a week, I've seen where it benefited a lot of persons. So unfortunately, I can't share that sentiment that it serves no purpose. No, do I think some persons need to be able to think independently of the church leaders? Yes, but I can't stand in good conscience. I can't say the church serves no purpose or take from people. You do have people that use the Lord's name to prey upon the vulnerable,
True.
and being a Christian nation and a praying people. People believe in in the supreme being, which for most of us is God the Father and Jesus. Um, People prey upon those people, and those people at times are vulnerable, and they are abused. You've seen
Right.
countless stories and stuff like that. So but for me, I know the church have been a refuge for many,
Mm-hmm.
fed many, clothed
Clothes.
many, and stuff like that. So it has served its purpose, educate many. For me, I went
True.
to I grew up. I'm a 7 Day Adventist. I grew up 7 Day Adventist, and I went to an Adventist school, for a good portion of my life. So
My basic
education,
school, my first school was Salvation Army Basic School. Like
right?
at some
So
point I used to
education
point,
and stuff like that played
take away,
played.
as you mentioned, take away even the religious side of it. A lot of us, our first institution of learning outside of the home was a church school.
Mhm.
So this hatred, guys, that's what I call it. Again, I don't know if you heard when I mentioned it. Like I was listening portion of Shaka Fame on Saturday, and he was the only one on his show saying that the church should get the money. Everybody that call and they try to do this baba and weaving and saying all kind of something, which again, now we know the talking points. Oh, the church don't pay taxes. The church did support slavery. The church did da 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 da. Nobody, the church is not serving the community. And I'm like, which church and people I go?
Yeah, but to even those people, their voice matter. I can't just hastily dismiss their voices you know because of my belief, right? You have to make space for other people and their beliefs, and I've held
Yeah, but
the
hold on.
view.
Isn't a belief or an opinion supposed to be grounded in some kind of facts, some ways,
No, but
some
it's still nuanced, right? And there's still different experiences or shape people reality, and we can't, at the end of the day, like, yes, churches don't pay property taxes. Like, especially like if you link about some place in the US,
Mhm.
them get tax exemption from certain stuff too. So like renting a car, hotels, whatever it is, the ministers them get exempt from
Mhm.
taxes. In Jamaica, you find that people use that, and the savings from that is there, and a lot of churches are have significant resources.
Mhm.
You can't dismiss that. So persons are within their right to say, hey, why
Let's
give these churches,
let's
and it's a
broaden
conversation.
let's broaden the conversation because
Hmm.
somebody actually stated that the prime minister said that it's to help with the cleaning up. So this argument that even Warmy talking about building church, how much church 75 million Jamaican dollar can build?
I don't know, the last one I know, a bill, it gone maybe over 10-15 million and still not finished. So hey, a small church. So
So the cleanup exercise, like removing debris and all of that, like 75 million is not a lot of money. So this hang up and like I said, broadening the conversation. There are churches which, as you mentioned, you grew up in the Adventist. There are churches that help the community, even people who don't attend church. So let me take
hmm
out the members of the church from it. Every church that I know, they help out the community in some way, shape, or form, right?
yeah.
So by helping the church, we're still helping Jamaicans. So why, like I said, the
Yeah, but
argument is
again,
louder on
DP,
the
like
against than the
people,
for.
still not everybody believe the same thing will believe. You have, you have atheists, agnostic people, and stuff like that that exists in the country, and we have to make some space for them to hear them out.
I feel like man go
They're
back to the days when people just know, like a while ago, the man that came on, like 20, 30 years ago, that wouldn't be somebody wouldn't feel bold enough to come on a platform like this and just spit rubbish.
yeah, but
But
at the end of
you're
the
saying we should be tolerant of
yeah, of course, it's all
people and
belief. It's
because
all
again, if you check the go back and check the comments, a lot of people here are of the belief that this man got some damage in Afghanistan. Once you serve, that
mhm.
they're and so should we allow these people to come and just spew? Because my
Yeah,
fear is, there are
but
people running with the crap.
DP, at the end of the day, we as Christians, we live by faith. Many of us maybe never, a lot of Christians never feel Jesus or feel Jesus in a in any way, but they hold to a faith because that is what they were taught.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as a result, I can hold to the faith just because, yeah, I believe. But at the end of the day, as I said, we have to be willing to have a conversation and space for persons. And we have to sometimes, and that's why we have crusades and all of that stuff that
And
we
that's
spread
why I didn't
news.
cut off the gentleman, because I was trying to be tolerable
Mhm.
of just listening to crap, to
Yeah,
garbage.
but a
Uh,
lot of time, we as Christians, we don't have tolerance for persons that are non-believers. And this coming from somebody who traveled the length and breadth of Jamaica, more over all over Portland, with a father preach crusades, multiple crusades, whatever it is, converted many souls
mhm.
to Christ. And I have this conversation. There are times when I have questioned stuff too. So at the end of the day, the
So, final question before we bring in Blazer.
Mhm.
So Blazer didn't disappoint, although I did plan to come off 10 o'clock, and you guys came on. But um, you don't find it that more people are running with misinformation and disbelief, because as we learn in basic school, that empty barrel make the most noise. That's not your
nah, man.
no.
To be honest, like, again, a lot of us, the Christian faith, because it was what we're taught. We
Mm-hmm.
haven't probed. We haven't probed anything. And if you realize how some
Outside of Christianity, I understand that. The question I'm
okay,
asking is in general sense. You don't
hmm
find that more people now are repeating stuff that themselves don't even know. But
definitely.
because
If
they
sir,
hear somebody
oftentimes
say, and
things are
because
sound good.
maybe somebody popular say it, then they just run with it without even doing any form of research. And again, let me think, as this is what I do. For example, now I'm hearing Shaka Fame doing damage control, because every Saturday people call him and calling in show and calling the prime minister a thief. And the last couple of weeks ago, I actually have the recording and dropped it on YouTube. Shaka corrected one of his caller and said, no, there is no authorized body that have come out and say the prime minister is a thief. So people should
Yes.
not be talk saying the prime minister is a thief. But
And
right
and I
now, if you say Andrew Holness, what the first thing most people are going to say?
conjure.
And where
Not
did
thief,
that come
stuff like
from?
that. In my opponents would have stored that. Be like,
I hear you. Thank you, sir. Let's move on. Let's bring in Blazer in the conversation. We're talking about the church getting, I don't know if you're up to date, Blazer, but the Prime Minister have announced an allocation of $75 million to be given to church, mosques, synagogues, temple, and faith-based administration, association, whatever them call them, agency. What's your take on that allocation? Should the church get it and the faith-based, or no?
I don't want nobody feel like me eat the church in a butt. I just feel like, well, you know what? when it come on to monetary things, church supposed to be one of them institution where you're supposed to trust with funds. Entrust them enough to spend the money in a sense where them praise to Jesus and Jesus now go sin them if they do nothing wrong. But mankind can be trusted, especially with money. So me honestly, if we can get other entities money to do certain things, we can get the church.
Okay. So why you saying no want nobody say you eat the church? Because I thought you were going to go somewhere else with that line of argument.
No, cause me always a cuss out certain church operate. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Look for these big mega churches.
Mm-hmm.
For example, me see which part one of them big mega churches did located and people get washed away in a flood and the pastor refuse for host people when I have nowhere to go. You know what I mean? Not saying every church run the same way. But would that be a hypocrite if say all church run? 'Cause just like any entity, even
But
government
let's
entity.
narrow the argument as I see the comment on the screen, because that is something else that I think, because I hear even Warmington was saying, oh no, there are churches that they have their international body and da all of these things. And I'm saying we're talking about Westmoreland, St. Elizabeth, Hanover, St. James Trelawney, 5 parishes. So this is not a broad brush thing where, and I think again, this is what I was trying to say to you, Akeem. I just hear people running in on the argument and say, make a church go away. The church don't forget no money because da 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 da. And there are other needs, and I'm like, okay. There are 5 parishes that have been devastated by significantly by Melissa, the Hurricane Melissa, right? And the Prime Minister said, we're going to allocate some money, $75 million to be exact, to help with the cleaning up process and rebilling if possible. So why are we broad brushing, both gentlemen? Why are we broad brushing this argument and just say the church?
Because the church receiving the money and there's a low trust environment. The church operate now in a low trust environment, which again, I maintain a point that we have to listen to the people. A lot of persons know people in that church and know things that have been done and stuff like that. Personally, me, all right, let me tell you me, and as an Adventist, might get being home fathers to this. I believe in the elders. I don't really believe in the pastors. I don't really believe. I believe see if you get paid if you preach, so to speak. I mean, because I grew up and see my father and I get paid for preach. Like him using one gas from Hector's River to Dover, wherever it is, Saint Mary, whatever it is. Him fork out him money and him go preach and him do it night span night. You have crusade, I run that straight. Him a go out and preach. And to me, the pastor them go school, them learn the accounting, them learn all of this stuff, you learn for preach. Like my father, a man in the God school, one time I said that he not the pastor, and said, no, sir, I'm not upon that. But him study himself, him study and him show himself approval. And the pastor them go to school and them learn psychology and them learn different subject areas where eventually even me kind of be like, all right, me not throwing the tithes. We give me money to church building, offering because that go directly to the church and I got to pay the pastor. And that is me. Right? And that was my personal belief. I'm a sit down, I'm a conjure up. Nobody in my family maybe no share the same view. This is just Akeem isolated. So that's what I'm telling you. Persons might have different views, different variation of thoughts, and that is why it creates a low trust environment.
I
If you say the
understand.
church and get $1 in them hand because
I
them don't know, them don't trust how it would be used. It's just like politician. You don't want to say, all right, and all the time I like when a politician get money because you don't believe or you don't trust that it will be used
but hold on.
correctly.
I did not, apart from labor rights, me not hear nobody make no big alabaloo when the when the prime minister announced that those affected MPs will be getting $10 million and other MPs getting $5 million. Me not hear the whole thing like how the church now. So you see, this is the bias that we talk about. I talk about. Because if you talk to Jamaicans, they will tell you that, let me use your words, there's this low trust deficit in politicians because everybody thinks that politicians are thieves. They're criminal, they're corrupt, which I always juxtapose that to say, this is what I know. No one man cannot corrupt no system or one set of people. We know that politicians, even with the CDF money, they don't touch the CDF money, right? Politicians don't touch money. So when I hear the nonsense people talking about, oh, Andrew, I got thief up the money we get donated, I'm like, how? How Andrew is going to touch the money that go in the council fund? Like, how? It don't make no sense. But again, the point is, me not hear nobody make no argument about that. But hold on, horses that they would say, if you want to be a part of the show, apart from messaging on the Tube or on TikTok, please call 614-369-8799. We're taking live calls tonight. So if you don't want to just text your comment, I see Lee saying bring me up. We're using phone if you don't want to just comment in the comment section tonight. Yes, so back to the panel.
As I said before, I'm kind of stick to what I say. If the government can get other entities money for rebuilding purposes, yeah, the church can be one of those entities to receive, and I would hope and pray, because of their religious status and honesty is the best policy in a church's sense, and we don't want no more stigma where people have it in them hearts that the church no better than the government and all for themselves. I would entrust they will spend the money as how it's supposed to be spent, because the government do need help in reaching. And I feel like the church are one of those places in the community where people tend to stretch towards a helping
Lean
hand.
on.
You know what I mean? And me here say something about pastors being paid, and that's something I got add to it. John the Baptist, you see a man where they say baptize Jesus, right? Why did he trade? What him they do for your living? But the Bible tell you say do for your living.
I don't remember. I can't remember even hearing. I just know that when they talk about John the Baptist, it was more so of baptizing Jesus. So
Yeah, but him did have a trade.
yeah, all of them did have a
All
trade.
right, so that means that them did have a source
Jesus
of
himself
living.
was a carpenter.
So that's why I believe said enough of them pastors will rely upon preaching alone for get paid. Them for go look at work.
All right. So I beg to differ. Akim like that. I was trying to stay away from it, but this has been a talking point ever since. Now, the church organization that I grew up in is very known all over the world, the Salvation Army. Running a Salvation Army is a full-time business.
Okay.
And I can tell you, let's go to Port Antonio, which the three of us are from. You know that Salvation Army has a basic school?
Yeah. Then the basic school, now they're right in a churchyard.
Right on top of the church.
Yeah.
Right? And that's just one. Their Salvation Army, Jonestown in Kingston, has a clinic. Right? Salvation Army also have a adult rehabilitation center for addicts, recovering addicts. Right? The Salvation Army runs one of the oldest school for the blind in Jamaica. Right? And I'm just naming some things that has nothing to do with the church, but they're still run and manned by the Salvation Army. Have children homes in Jamaica.
So all of them places where you call them not get paid for them service.
Who pay school for the blind? Who pay the adult rehabilitation center?
So these places don't get no type of funding from.
They get funding.
Oh,
some of them, sometimes they get government funding, but it's not like a set where them like, oh, you're going to get XYZ amount of money every month to run. The point I'm trying to make is they are churches or denomination that running it is a full-time business. The pastor is not just come up and preach a Sunday daytime. right? It's not that. So my thing is, if it's just preach the pastor I preach, me agree with you if you say, yo, Bridging, go and go find something else for the Monday to Friday. I have Saturday where you can take, or let me include, because we tend to do that. Akeem is an Adventist, so let me give due regards. So you work Monday to Friday, well, Monday to Thursday, or Sunday to Thursday, and then you take one day if you put together your message and go preach. If that's all you do, them they can do it. But there are organizations, there are churches that, like, I'm not making this up. It's a full-time ministry. You have pastors who they do counseling. You have pastors that do like prison ministry and all kind of different stuff. So it's like every day there's something to do for the kingdom on earth. So I can agree with you guys to say, in fact, again, I can only talk about, well, I really should talk about the Salvation Army. We even have a training school that people go to for 2 years. They have to go and study theology along with other stuff and pass out, get them the degree in theology, and then go out and run the ministry. So it's not just, oh, me grew up in a one church and then make me one elder, and then little bit me preach, and then them turn me into a pastor. It's not every church runs like that. So again, the one them who just had the fasting because that is a money making thing now. But I don't know if you remember the pastor where they try resurrecting wife after how long she was thing, like, his thing was to run fasting, or there are churches that tell him to come preach, and of course them pay him. But it's just like anything else. Like, I look at it just like a selector getting money pull up. So if me go one convention, go preach, and the people them show them offering, and me get it, is something wrong with that?
Me not think the selector work is a good comparison, because remember, selectors do get paid for their entertainment services.
Well, I had a discussion with a very popular DJ right now, and I was actually talking against this money pull up thing because I think this foster a corruption where if me have enough money for say a Gaza alone more here, nobody else not get play. And the selector tell me, say, leave me alone because that is how they make them money. Because promoters nowadays not paying, which maybe that is for another topic. But I'm saying the level of entertainment that the good DJ or selector does, you have pastors, they're doing the same. There are people that walk from crusade to crusade just to hear a good message. So what is wrong with the person performing getting money from that? Which maybe this a shift the argument, but
Shift the argument for true, because but at the end of the day, you see, if me feel like somebody come and say, Pastor, yeah, go and go here, that is what a money pull up is like in a
so you
sense.
see why I use that comparison
Yeah, but
method to my madness.
remember if a person give a pastor money that totally different than a pastor come preach, put out him offering pan, and whatever come out of the offering, him take it and put in his pocket. Totally different. Offering supposed to be for the church, not for the pastor.
I hear you. So with that being said, because I listened to you repeated yourself twice. Your thing is you would hate if the money is given to, that's my ringing or one of you guys?
No, I mean, on my computer ring.
You would hate to find out that say one church get 1 million, and the next thing you know is a pro box to see pastor have but a bicycle used to ride.
Thank you very
And
much.
I go speculate and I say, say, the government clean up money to buy that pro box there.
And come on, we know that this does happen.
So what if the church? So what if the church should have them vehicle fund and has been saving, and it's just so coincidentally that they have a need for a car and then buy the car.
That simple means
drive the car.
that simple mean that extra $1 million they him did get, I got do something for we Sisse, the $1 million cover where it did come there for do. If we not do, and then boom,
yes, he care.
All of a sudden, we see what extra room put on per one house that belongs to the pastor. Then we are gonna ask our go on, but yet still, if Sister Irene house crumble down in the storm and she not have no if to live, then open one room for her. I said, Sister Irene, can stay too late till you can get back on your foot.
Yeah, that's my.
I keep my internet a beat, man.
You hear me?
I'm
I'm
hearing you
here.
now,
we
but
are
you said
here.
somehow I like I did hear.
Yeah. So that are my issue with it too. Me believes that the pastor them when I see them a carry people in a them vehicle. It's like how me left church, used to left church got church maybe about 10 o'clock in the morning, and I left about 7 o'clock in the night. And the last hour till about 8 o'clock we drop off people.
Mm-hmm.
Pastor and him wife alone gone home in a car. Them
You
something
know,
we
so
can
that
do.
that me used to love with the Mormons them. At that me did love with the Mormons them. If you not have no ride, you live far, them come for you, them pick you up, them bring you, come at them church, them feed you.
Brother,
Me
If
me
you
don't
look
know
serve
like
that.
about
a
the
thirsty,
mama
them
because
give you
I live
drinks.
alone. Me see them ride, so that
And then bring you back. Well, me can tell you this. Me got the Mormons church for a year
mm,
with my mother. Because my mother did not go through a phase where she had try find God and she try every denomination where you think you can try. See, and Mormons was one of them. Them say, we live far. You know how far we live?
we up
The
on the hill.
people them send vehicle, come pick we up. We got church.
Mm,
You know the picnic them got for them little Bible studies.
mm-hmm.
Them ask me if me alright. You thirsty? You want something to eat? The people them nice.
Mm,
I just me not understand what them a try for portraying of them religion because them a give you one different something than we learn traditionally,
mm-hmm.
which maybe them not wrong because everybody twist them denomination and a one Bible then open. Seven-day Adventists them open the same Bible as Pentecostal and but you know that we are talking about. We are talking about the money. As me say, if the government can give a businessman money, then can give the church money too. The church now not supposed to let we down. Whatever them get the money for do it.
Speaking of which, and sorry guys, you guys came late. I was planning on ending at 10 because I have some obligations, but we're gonna go a little bit more. The PNP has launched a page for the collection of money, and there are people now. The call is now getting louder and louder. People are asking how much money have the PNP raised, and where is it? What is it that they're doing with the money? And the louder the call gets, is the more pushback we're hearing. This question, well, it wasn't a question, but Mr. Bell chose to um give his 2 cents to the whole PMP money thing, and I'm going to play for you what he thinks.
Here, I hear some people trying to find out. I hear some people trying to find out how much the PNP collect to assist people in the hurricane relief. We need to know how much the Labour Party collect, because what the government is spending is not the Labour Party money. It's money that has been donated.
So yeah. So as you hear, so people are asking about the government money. Let me take your views on this and Mr. Bell's response first, Blaze, and then I move to Akeem.
And play back what Mr. Bell say a while ago.
All right, here we go.
And we need to hear, I hear some people trying to find out how much the PNP collect to assist people in the hurricane relief. We need to know how much the Labour Party collect, because what the government is spending is not the Labour Party money. It's money that has been donated. And we need to hear, I hear some people.
All right.
All right,
So you
all
heard
right.
it?
Mm-hmm.
What's your take?
Well, a Manchester United fan is always a Manchester United fan. So
I mean, a comrade is always a comrade.
I'm just me no want to say it. Me just make sure you understand me I say.
Mm.
See? So, no matter what PNP party do, Mr. Bell is going to defend their actions to that 100%, and he's going to also use the JLP party as a big comparison because monkey see monkey do. So them are gonna say, well, if JLP can do that and get away with it, why the PNP can do it and get away with it? But if you say yeah, collect donation for the people them of Jamaica, you must expect the people them of Jamaica to find out what go on. What with that something over there, so cause maybe we know some people will donate. Oh, minute you not talk about them whole heap of money there with that money they donate towards the people them. And I mean, people are going to be curious whenever there's any kind of donation. You understand? One girl, it make a GoFundMe for your little man on the roadside. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because she used to brushing teeth and make sure him be all right and them thing and they make a GoFundMe and say him homeless and the people them start donate teeth and guess what? The madman they end up find all of family member them because of that GoFundMe there. Cause everybody curious to say, oh, that stranger here can collect money and rich. We want to know how much money then get away can take it over because we are family. So this is just a case of
So,
people
so,
curious
so
and
directly, you think the PNP need to open the books? They need.
of course
Okay, thank you.
you,
Let's
you,
move
you,
on.
you, need- you need to say, well, this is how we collect, and you
Mhm,
can screenshot or whatever the case. Or them can do a live thing too, because
mhm.
them love social media.
Let me get Akim's input on this. So the government launched supportjamaica.gov.jm. The only person affiliated to the PMP that has posted such information is Lisa, and I was told. I haven't seen it for myself, but nobody else. I was wondering what was happening, and then days after. The PMP had a press conference, and that's where they launched their support website. People are now calling on the PMP to declare the amount of money that they have collected or say something about it. What's your take on that? You heard Shaka Fame take. Deflecting from the question, and he wasn't even put to him. Him just chose to talk on it and say, people are asked about the money where them say PMP get, but what about the money that the JLP get, which I haven't seen. I was on live earlier asking for somebody to send me, direct me to where I can see where a JLP or the GLP, I was going to say a JLP MP because we know that Isaac Buchanan has two GoFundMe running right now. He started one after the hurricane last year, and he have launched another one this year, racking up some. What I like would go for me, show you how much, 20 odd thousand US per. Akeem, my question to you is: should the PMP tell us about this fund, how much they have raised, and where's the money, or if they're doing anything with the money?
Yeah, if they're a government in waiting, then you will expect them to lead by example. And if transparency is a part of good governance, a government in waiting should be transparent. And the fact that they have received or set up the donation portal and stuff like that, it will be a good showing for them to release the information of how much they have collected thus far. So I agree with Blazer.
Mm. So why you think Ashaka Fame and other comrades have had this stance? Because I heard that somebody asked Simon Kraskill the question, and he said that the PMP is a private organization; they're not in government, so they are under no obligation to tell us anything. I put it to a Dr. Gale, and Dr. Gale is of the same opinion or shares opinion with both of you to say, no man, more so the PMP for a while now have been talking about um transparency and integrity and all of these things. So they could lead by example. And again, politics is a hell of a thing because if I was a part of the PNP, I would say let's run with something like this. Although, on point of what I think is a moral standing, I think it was not right. I think we had this conversation, Akeem, and you were saying, was it you that said that, listen, there are people who have this low trust in the government, so they may not want to, they're not inclined to send their money to the government, but they will send it to the jail, to the PMP, their party that they feel comfortable. So wouldn't this be a good move to say, well, listen, hello, we collect 40 million, here is it, and this is how we plan to spend it. Why there are PNP supporters, comrades who again, like Shaka Fame, who think that no man, we don't need to know about that. Like, let's ask about the JLP collecting money. Why the deflection?
Yeah, as we say, I can't speak to anybody else in terms of how them view things. One thing is people sing for them supper. And that's why I'm a
Mm.
glad politician to give me nothing, as I always say, we can talk freely, and it's crazy, it's again, I just have no problem when people ask questions. Like, people should be able to ask questions, right? And it's just a question and they need to answer, at the end of the day. To me, them still represent the people, them still represent quite a few constituencies, so they are accountable to the people. So they
Yeah.
should.
You guys saw this video with this girl calling on her MP and her party leader for housing in Westmoreland, saying she used to be in prostitution. And there are men now that want to take advantage of her because they see her underneath the tarpaulin, and want to offer her between $2,000 and $5,000 to utilize spaces on her body. And she's not doing that anymore. What's your take on that?
Um, wild, wild, and some of these stuff, as I said, I'm not really sure. Them something to come across my timeline. Um, so
Brother,
but
clout, the unnecessary
shame,
attention,
shame
clout,
people
brother.
now have yeah. They
Like,
need to bring back shame.
yo, it's
Ah,
that third
see?
time.
You're saying exactly what I said earlier. Go ahead, Blazer.
I third time me I see that for night.
Mm.
Shame, where are you? Shame. I'm looking at camera. Shame, please. Anywhere there, come back. We miss you. Come, Shame.
I
Shame.
was
Come,
saying
man.
something similar to that earlier, where I'm like, gone are the days that you wouldn't hear some people just boldly, and like with her face is not like most of the people them know when we see on both sides, PNP and JLP. They're on TikTok every day and they're cussing and they're batting and they're whatever, but they won't open the camera. I don't know where this open camera thing come from, but yeah, it's a TikTok talking point. They're not opening the camera. What they're hiding from? But she was bold enough to be on cam saying, "Yo, me used to sell front," and yeah, shame need to come back. I agree. I agree. I agree. Shame need to come back. But I don't think it's clout, Blazer. You said clout a while ago. Me not think a clout.
Yo, wait, let me tell you why I have to use the term cloud. See it?
Mm.
You are gonna tell me, say, out of everything with a talk, say, you come and I try to generate this kind of attention to yourself. Like, yes, you can say you're a die-hearted comrade and you do everything for your party.
Which she
And
did
you,
alluded to that, so she voted every
yes,
election.
and I feel like me nah get back the same attention when me give my party. Show attention to that. Where you can tell me about you used to sell for.
It's funny you said that, because the first time I saw it, I was wondering if she chose to use this as an advert to say to people, because she only talk about the offer of 5 and 2. So if a man come with above 5, then that is how I view it. Sorry, I'm very
Then,
judgmental.
then, then listen, no man. Then I see him thing that no clout attention. Yeah, look internet attention. Who to tell is a marketing strategy. Maybe she a try open box secretly under the quiet. And I tell a man say, yeah, what go on. We not deal
Available.
with nothing underneath the price here.
Yeah, available.
Yeah, man. We not deal with nothing underneath the price here. But if you have the price here,
Above
forward.
5.
Crazy. It's crazy. But you see some of them something too. We need to stop share them. We need to stop like them. We need to
Akeem,
stop.
no, you
No,
shoot yourself in your
me
foot now,
gonna
because
tell you this
you
right now.
hold on, Blazer, may I make a talk? But
I may
Akeem
agree.
just tell me that we need to be tolerable and
Yeah, we have to
tolerate
be
people
tolerant. But as I said,
and
we have to
coming on
curate the
stage talk
space.
about everything and anything. We need to create the space to have them.
But
So
again, we have to curate our spaces, and that's
mhm.
what I'm saying. Like I give tolerance to people who have diverse
But you just
views
not
on
tell me
church
say,
and
I didn't
politics.
find it entertaining, but you're saying we must stop share these things and
Yeah, me no, and I said me no find it entertaining, so me no have a seat. I'm hoping not come across
No,
my
but me gonna
timeline.
tell you this. Funny enough,
I'll
at
send it to
that
you.
them want the bloggers them, the mix up websites, and even our own the Star and the Gleaner and the Observer. They love this type of content because that is what the people them gravitate to. When them put up nothing good, then get 2 views. When them put up something derogative, then
It
get a
it
million views.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
they
it,
tend to
um,
lean to
it got viral. Yes, that's
yeah,
it.
yeah,
that's
yeah.
true.
Viral is the word now. So
Mhm.
this is
Yep.
gonna go viral.
Katabi said, could any organization or individual collect money on the US umbrella and get away with it? I don't think so. The US government will shut it down. Kata, to be honest, my friend, wrong example. People are ripped through US system left and right, day and day and night.
But hold on, no man, let's narrow down. You think, and there are people who have lost a loved one in 9/11, but you think any organization or an individual could put up and say support survival of 9/11 and just get away with it? Like,
Of course,
me not think so.
people do it every day.
Show me one where them I do right now, cause me know.
But that's the reason why DPY them say, if a vet and use support Jamaica, because there's others. Like a lot of different organization and companies came up and do it.
Mm.
Have them donation portals. Some people have song, have dance. Some people have dinner gala, whatever it is, and to raise funding. And people
All right.
always do it.
Speaking of that, the container that was reported stolen in Canada, the police did retrieve it. I heard that it was shipped to Jamaica on Christmas Day. I think it went missing December 5th. They had relief products for Jamaica. And I heard a reputable individual mentioning that on radio, that they had retrieved the
Was that
container.
George Davis?
No, it was
Jamaica, big up yourself. Happy New Year.
it was I don't remember now, but it's a lawyer that's sitting on hotline whenever the original hosts are the
Let's up Jamaica.
um
Happy New Year.
yeah. So consensus, we're about to wrap up. All three of us agree that the faith-based organization should get whatever assistance they can get from the government. And this is foolishness people talking about. Don't give them the money because our church started slavery or continued the slavery and them not
My
going
thi- my
to
my thing is, you see
You
that
go
code
there,
and get the
oh, the
church.
red worms.
You see that code and get the church.
mm-hmm.
Then can get the maroon them too. Then can get the Bobo Shanty people them too.
It's funny you ask that because one of Shaka Fame's caller, when he was bashing it, and Shaka said, "So let me ask you something. Um, so you agree with the government using government resources, going up to Maroon Town and putting on back roofs and soldier doing it?" And the man answer and say yes. So Shaka said, but Maroon no pay taxes just like church. And trust me, one might say, but me no know. Me no nobody say me a big no Fred from Shaka. So me nah, but have I liked him correcting people? But yeah, like this crap about the church no pay tax, so them shouldn't get Shaka said, but Maroon no pay tax. So you agree with Maroon I get state resources, but you have a problem with the church. So yeah. Did I cut you, Akim?
No, no, no. Me just they are wonder if we're gonna get drafted for a fight war. But
Yeah,
just my
there.
brain.
Why you wondering that?
Me giant weird. I want me more soon. I go fight. When I go fight. When I go fight. I go
No,
fight.
we're not
Yeah.
fight.
Them people. Yeah. The world
Blazer,
crazy, man.
yeah, your final say on this whole church and money. I know you just can repeat yourself, but it's only fair to give you the chance to.
I mean attack.
I said Blazer. Akim
Oh,
talk.
sorry. Well, me stand by what me did say before. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? If the government can get every entity, it can get the church to. Now the church must prove to us that they are using the funds appropriately. And that are the thing where I'm missing from the church now. Once upon a time, people used to broke the neck and get church then last. No, they not do it.
Mm-hmm.
Because too much times on let down the people them. I feel like if there's a natural disaster, I think the church should be one of the first people them and not dancehall artists and not promoters and not influencers to be on the front line to help people.
But you see, this no fear in a Blazer because again, I alluded to the Salvation Army. We have always been feeding people, clothing people, and all of that. But that so when me look out on people where it's like they can't give one man in the street one food unless them video it.
Say, all right,
And
all right,
I hold on, and I'm saying we can't say the church did not. And again, because me not really talk about it much, because me not get bashing. When
mm,
I see one of the artists load up a flatbed with blocks and boards and all of that, but there was a banner with the name of the foundation strap across it. Like, to me, that's not genuine. That wasn't from a place of, I just want to help. This was an opportunity to say, let me push my brand.
But
And I think two of
mega
them
say
I
this to you.
saw
Six
with the
and one half dozen.
with the promo
Yeah.
going on. They have new song a drop in it. Like, to me, that is using.
6 and one half dozen at the next, because if you don't record it, people is going to say you never did it.
Yeah, but may I say is Blazer, the point
Yeah.
I'm making is you're saying we shouldn't have seen dancehall artists as the first support line of support. And I am saying I did not expect to see the Adventist church load up from Kingston to go down to the west and putting it on social media to say, oh, this is what we're doing for the people. So
All right.
we should not
Chatabi. Oh,
we should not use just social media as a measuring stick to say whether stuff was done or not. That's it.
well,
But
I know.
hold on. I mean, I hear even Bushu say him not see Andrew give out one bag. And why would I want to see my prime minister I give out one care package bag? Like, why? Why? But not because you know, see that not meaning that happen. Just like when I used to teach, I used to ask my student that, and it's funny. If a tree was fallen in the forest, just because nobody heard it, that mean there wasn't a sound. And yes, I'm talking about kids. So of course some of them say, yet there wasn't a sound because nobody heard it. My point again with social media, not because we don't see something happening. And I'm saying back to your point, Blazer, when you say we shouldn't have seen dancehall artists. And I am saying a church is not trying to get people to follow them on social media or stream them song. So you wouldn't see the SDA load up
So
one flatbed truck
so
and
all
put
them
big
also so all
SDA.
certain entity can walk up and down every day and hand out pamphlet. So come to church tomorrow.
But I don't
The
understand.
Lord is coming soon. Come to church.
So that is the same Blazer.
At the same thing. We see them out the road that do that. Or we not see them out the road that do relief work for the people them.
So you really believe that there's no faith-based
I'm, I'm,
organization?
I'm not saying that there wasn't any.
So this is exactly what I'm saying, Blazer. Not because you know see that no mean saying that happen.
All right. So because we say Spice and Cartel, that means a conscience never put forward. That means a eye water never put
No
forward.
man, what
That
I'm
means a
saying,
chiching ching never
Blazer,
put forward.
Blazer,
That
what
means
I'm
a ding
saying,
dong never put
Blazer,
forward.
what I'm
All
saying.
I'm saying is,
You said, let me remind you of what you said. You
yes,
said
me know
we
what me
did
say.
not see dancehall artists first heading out to help people. What about the church? And this is what I'm simply saying.
First. You
Not
notice what me say? First.
because we did not see, that don't mean it didn't happen. Because Aki mentioned this earlier, 9 out of 10 time, and I said it too, natural disaster are man-made. The first place people reach is the church. So every church now in the way as the way forward, once little rainfall and thing them for make sure a video it so Blazer can't say.
No, and videoing is not the thing.
What is the thing, Blazer?
Because remember, there was also a lot of homeless people enough church ever opening door to. Remember, me use one of the big super church as example in America. Remember when New Orleans did have them problem and stress?
No, make a conflate the two, Blazer. We are talking about
No, me just a say, me just a use certain
no,
examples.
kind of fear. Are you saying to me that there were churches that did not open a shelter in Jamaica during Melissa?
Well, if me say that, me a liar.
Okay,
Me just not see it or hear about it.
gotcha. Well, and you know, see our ears of church closed, not letting people.
No, me not see or hear none of that. I'm just using it as example.
Okay, you're saying it shouldn't be a case where church is not
Yeah.
opening the door. Okay, cool.
Right.
Gotcha. Anyways, I said I was going to take some time off, but I realized I never have nothing better to do than to come beg some people to subscribe to my channel so I can go up to the 2,000 mark.
Please subscribe to the channel. Remember the algorithm.
My
The
goal.
algorithm needs the comments and the talks and the shares and the comments. We're not even gonna talk about go over life of DJ Blaze. I have a whole heap of thing for do over there. So, but Happy New Year again, my friend. I never did say it here open in front of the world. I think I did tell her half the year, but I'm gonna tell her open now. Happy New Year, my friend them. And I look forward for more conversations from the guys.
And I
All
can't
right?
tell you, people they miss it too, because the last couple of shows, people in the comment, where Blazer there, where Akeem.
All
I
right,
think,
well,
I think we
me
get
me
one
did not
person.
travel.
I think we get one person that bono out, and I said, "No, DP, you don't need them, cause where you were giving." May I be honest with you, no, cause they're like DP. We as the viewers, we felt more in tune, cause when you have on your people, them you just give them all the attention, and you not read the comment them, and respond to it. So yeah, one person when you say that.
Yeah, I'm also a one person because me help you read the comment them, so it kind of unfair. When time I see certain comment, me highlight it and make sure say, yeah, me say what me need to say and do what me need to do.
Well,
If a fool comment, me don't
collectively,
think me need to say
collectively,
nothing.
people are asking for both of you guys. So I'm glad that we start off the new year, and you guys actually came through. So yeah, man, it'll be worth for more conversation because I realized that the news cycle, like, there's not a dull moment in Jamaica. Like, we can't. But I can't leave without asking you guys your opinion on a 31-year-old low. The last time Jamaica recorded under 700, and I like, well, I come off a TikTok now, so I can't say murder, was 1994. I don't remember.
Then they tell
So
me I'm 9.
I was just about to ask you to do the math. So you weren't even aware of the unaliving taking place then, but
No.
so no. So no, you actually witness. I don't know if you're following the trend. As I was going to read it earlier and I didn't get a chance. So let me bring it up now and share it. And I'm going to run down the 10-year numbers that I have. Maybe they're not 100% accurate. But here goes. For 2015, 1,209. For 2016, 1,354. 2017, 1,647. 2018, 1,289. 2019, 1,340. 2020, 1,333. So that's 1,333. Then we had a spike in 2021 of 1,474, and it went up again in 2022 to 1,506. Then we have a fall. So we are now experiencing a 3 consecutive year fall. 2023, 1,393. 2024, 1,141. And this number as of December 27, we recorded 666, mark of the beast, 666. So we closed the year under 700, like I say, second time in 31 years. Akim first, your take on this.
It's remarkable, man. It's a remarkable feat. You know, it's it's a lot of lives saved. So, we give thanks. We celebrate that reduction massively. Massive, massive, massive. We can look now to see more investment, all that stuff will flow in with Jamaica being, a safer country, so to speak. Still concerned about the amount of police shootings, but hey, um, tell my father says sometimes, as much as sometimes I said, tell me that is say, hey man, some people will suffer, some people are going through the process, but
For the
you know,
greater good. Big up, Mr. Ming. I mean,
yeah,
solid
No.
words.
With such good news, I've just come to the conclusion that America is a liar. Cause remember them put we under
No,
no
sir,
travel
I'm not.
list.
As an American, I'm not going to agree with you because Marco Rubio went to Jamaica and did upgrade us. So, yeah.
Okay. It did upgrade us after the fact they put us on the travel ban.
Well, guess what? Me never mind. You know why? Two
Yeah.
things were happening. I saw even some Africans vloggers go to Jamaica, walk up and down in Montego Bay and say, well, and at the same place that them talk about, whatever. The next thing I get to find out, and you as a frequent flyer, you don't know that when they them put the I whatever upon the thing, the plane ticket them lower. You never know that.
well, tell them to put it back.
And that me know too. Tell them put it back because then $1,500 have
Somebody
to go to
said it to me.
Jamaica for 2 weeks. Make no
And
sense.
some of my clients, they say to me, they're like, I don't get it. When we go to Jamaica, it's not the same. And I'm telling you that, and Bartlett mentioned it, and Steve, right, that the numbers weren't reflecting that. So when the government did say, which is geopolitics, when them come out and talk about, oh, we're advising our nationals not to go and stay away from things. To me, it's just like marijuana or drugs, or if you have your kids. Like, the worst thing you can tell your teenager is don't have sex or don't try drugs. Because just telling them that by itself is prompting them to say, oh, what's about that something the way mommy or daddy know want me do? Like, yeah. So the more them try if we talk about whatever, like I say, when I learned that, I'm like, guess what? As long as it's not affecting the numbers going into Jamaica, let them keep whatever list them want to keep, because plane ticket lower, that's all me care about. Yep. Yes, 1,000 something for God Jamaica now, Blazer.
Yeah, $1,500 for go Jamaica in a Christmas, man.
Then that me I tell them, man, because the thing lift. Because them I say, no, man.
And hold on. In the pandemic, I go Jamaica for $350 round trip.
Yes. Yep.
Must be
Yep.
nice to live across them side there. Must be nice.
I for Akeem living. I complain because I don't have no direct flight. So I have to go through somewhere to go. But yeah, man. Anyways, again, gentlemen, thank you very much. We actually made it to 11 o'clock. Me actually remember a solid 2 hours. But yeah,
Wow.
thanks. And remember that the show start 9 o'clock. In fact, Akeem, I have fine-tuned your suggestion. So I'm not sure if I'm going to start next week, but we're going to go back to lifestyle, but I won't fuse the program. So I'm thinking either to do 8 to 9 just lifestyle, and then 9 to 10 politics and beyond, or maybe I do a 7:30 to 8:30 break for half an hour, because I want to differentiate the two programs. Because I've had people complaining, say, "Boy, DP, me not really like the politics things," or them a comrade and can't stand me if you attack or me talk.
I beat the comrade them all the while. Yeah,
I
man.
get
People
that.
they tired of you.
We try to
So
set up more block of time still, now me kind of go back to my old job, kind of a bigger position. So the workload kind of shift a little bit. So
okay.
um me try to get off as best as me
But
possibly
by
can.
the way, who control VCR radio? Because I'm gonna start back my radio program, and it's supposed to really and truly announce it on my
So you say you want a spot?
on my channel, but me gonna do a radio gang thing, cause we just talked to Richie B, and
Mm-hmm.
them said them need me on them platform. Also Party FM in the Bronx, Future FM, and me gonna go in some talks with Irie Jam Radio. So me have a couple announcements upon the musical side of DJ Blazer, but for the talk show, I think I'll definitely always be here with my good friend DP,
Thank you.
talking and learning politics, and yeah, and religion at the same time, and
Mhm.
whatever current affairs is going on,
Yes, sir.
just like how our president decided to steal somebody else president, and now the vice president of over there is now the new president, and I was told that if she does not talk the right way or move the right way, she will suffer the same fate as the president that was stolen. So
Somebody showed me a joke last night, and I said the internet always win. I don't know if you see it, but the joke say, Venezuela, please do us a favor. Like how our president stole your president, can you
come
please?
back, come steal for you one. Yeah, man. Yeah, you know what?
I can't believe
You know what? Talk too loud.
you got a good. serious something I make joke. Yeah. Good company that.
Crazy.
But yeah,
Wow.
so we say make a link with Bossman for your Blazer.
Yeah, man, I can make a link in me
Yeah,
go
man.
me go tell them my time so me free an
Yeah, man.
idea, and you don't know can
Yeah,
do a radio gang.
yeah, man, we'll make a link. And Akeem, you know, I'm coming area too.
No, son. I mean,
Yes,
I'm a
your table
farmer.
full.
Table full, table full with them people, with them corporate people at
Right?
work.
Yeah, me here, so my parish I wash way.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Yeah,
Video
they,
tape.
here, I called my partners, the man, here's the Holy Parade. Just plant some cabbage
Jaja.
to,
Oh,
just put in about
Eh, eh.
10,000, put in
Them,
about
them must
10,000,
have float,
15,000 cabbage. No, you're not drain fast. That's one a good thing with red
Okay.
dirt. You're not find like a red dirt in a
But the
Portland.
cabbage don't really like a lot of
Drain
water,
pretty
does it?
fast. When they start out, you
Yeah.
can take it. You can take some water, man. But all right. They like the pepper them now, the
Hey,
sweet pepper and
hey,
stuff
pepper
kind of
Jamaica, Jesus peace. 3 Scotch bonnet
You have
pepper,
to get right.
1,000 Jamaican dollar, you know.
It's 6,500 for a pound,
They
sir.
Like,
blame the people who
what?
buy.
Me see the other day, I say, some people
No,
are really
pepper not
idiots.
eat.
Because who could I get me by that?
But remember, the jerk
Pepper
man
not
need it.
eat. A jerk man, that jerk season can make without pepper.
No, we'd have to figure one way. I swear, if I was in the pepper sauce business and them I sell 1 pound of pepper for 6,500.
Kill that with black
You're
pepper.
there.
You know that go sell, trust me.
Well, that
Yeah,
means
that go sell.
that the pimento man are going to win. And the pimento man have to go win now.
Brother,
I keep
6,500.
Yeah, man, it in the news.
That is crazy.
Me before they tell me
Funny
to
enough,
what,
me did see the
man.
people them downtown all a cut sweet pepper in a half or in a quarter sell. You can imagine a guy market go buy a quarter of sweet pepper?
Because the man them drop all the lettuce price. Lettuce price it go about $1,500 a pound. No, it go down to about $40 or $100 something like that. But me bring in a system still. Me have a system on a boat now. I go China. Try to push some hydroponics.
Yeah, man, you did
One
tell me
whole
about it,
hydroponic
yeah.
system, solar, everything I go down. So
As you mentioned
hopefully
that,
that
the government has extended. Remember, November we'd have the discussion. They will not tell me about the 1 month. And I'm like, I feel like I know my prime minister. You know what I mean? I feel like them check it and watch and see. So they have extended the relief efforts. If you want to send things to Jamaica, you can still utilize the tax-free.
the hard stopper when the 15th.
So again,
The hard stopper
I'm
when
not
the
sure.
15th.
I don't remember. I just remember me saying.
Yeah, I think they came out and say the 15th or the 9th. Some date like that.
So me know what I mean.
Favor said the business have to go back. The business have to go back. Poor me things me that catch little
But are
thing,
you
you know.
because we are talking about this from
Yes,
November? So and you did 1 month, 2 thing,
yes.
and November,
But
December,
you know,
January.
sometimes there's something that China just take forever, brother. I swear.
Anyways, thanks again.
Import
Soon as
relief. People register on a business in Jamaica.
Your
Register
ear?
on a business.
And that is from a comrade.
Figure out the system. The system can help you. The rich people will benefit long time and need to take advantage of it. Input relief. If you have agriculture, you can go to the Ministry of Agriculture and things where you use as input, kind of get them the duty free. Yeah, if you have a farm, you can get a vehicle.
See?
What else? If you have musicians, can do industrial trade, industrial commerce, and suppose can bring in an equipment duty free. So
in fact, all tools, all trades. Yeah.
For the most part, it kind of complicated still, in a really set up so easy for the small man and get it. No fight have a company and TCC
I have a friend
and all
I
of
can
that stuff.
ask some information. So
get like TCC and something. So
Again, guys, we say good night. Thanks for joining us. It was a good show. No cussing, no go on, or no fight, no buckle, no fling, or none of that. So we'll be back here next week if it's the will of the Father to do it all over again. All right, peace out. Take care.
Man. Happy New Year, people.
All right, cool.
DP stands for Damian Phillips. All who never knew get with it. So if you see a girl's phone and it's my name DP, don't feel no way, adjust the habit. Politics, it doesn't matter, me I go talk. Bringing light to the lost so you will get it. DP is my name, please don't spoil it. Big up Portland, St. Thomas, Jamaica and America. Come listen my show. On the corner me I bring, come chat. Voice your concerns. As I share everything, just know it's a general knowledge. Views expressed, you know the rest. Come chat with DP. Call me Damian Phillips. Yeah. if you see your girl's phone and it's my name DP, don't feel no way, or just the habit. Politics, politics, it doesn't matter, me I go talk. Bringing light to the lost so you will get it. DP is my name, please don't spoil it. Big up Portland, St. Thomas, Jamaica and America. Come listen my show. On the corner me I bring, come chat, voice your concerns. As I share everything, just know it's a general knowledge. Yeah, views expressed, you know the rest. Come chat with DP, call me Damian Phillips. Yeah. Come listen my show. On the corner me I bring, come chat, voice your concerns. As I share everything, just know it's a general knowledge. VP is my name, please don't spoil it. Big up Portland, St. Thomas, Jamaica and America. Come listen my show. On the corner me I bring, come chat, voice your concerns. As I share everything, just know it's a general knowledge. Just know it's a general knowledge. Views expressed, you know the rest. Come chat with DP, call me Damian Phillips. Whoa, ooh yeah, Phillips. Call me Damian Phillips. Yeah. Yeah, DP stands for Damian Phillips. All who never knew get with it. So if you see your girl's phone and it's my name DP, don't feel no way, adjust the habit.